Hello, fellow noobs. It's a noob no more here. A risk grandmaster looking to grow the community through some, well, in this case, we're doing our classic progressive zero card challenge. Memes for the boys is back and trying to win a game of progressive without ever getting a territory card from the deck at the end of the turn. The only time I'm allowed to attack is when I can sweep the whole board. Not sleep. That's what I'm going to do for most of the game. I'm going to sweep the whole board in one glorious, victorious turn. All right. Now, let's have a quick look and see what who we've got here. We've got Frankie T.O. from Canada. Memes for the boys from Australia, also known as a noob no more. Flex Luthor, I like that name, from United States. Prescott the Frosty from 17, so that's a really old account. You can tell by the number at the end. Also from the United States. Charlie Sutherland from, that's not Turkey. I'm going to have to look that one up. And for Micah, and again, I don't know that flag either. All right, so I've got a couple of flags to look up after this. All right. Now, I don't know if Red is going to go for this or not. Will Red be one of those players that goes for Europe? But I just can't ignore this. I'm going to try and make my stack as big as possible in the middle of Europe. I don't know if Red's going to let me do it or not, but let's have a look. All right, I missed Black's first move. So something that we're going to do while our other opponents are trying to work out what on earth I'm doing and, of course, how to win the game is I'm going to try and guess their ranks. All right. So I'm just having a look here. Adding 7 in Australia tells me that they're trying to go for Australia, but there's a lot of wood to get through in order to take Australia. And they roll a 75% 4 on 2. Okay. And that kind of tells me that purple isn't the greatest. I'm going to put them as a novice beginner, but I'll put them down as a beginner to begin with. All right, Prescott the Frosty 17. This old account. Let's see what they're going to do. And how am I judging what other people's ranks are or assessing? I'm not trying to be too judgy. Well, they do things like take non-100% rolls, so 4v2 is 75%. Grandmasters don't tend to do that. They attack more than once when you don't need to, and it's for no strategic reason. That's something else that novices tend to do relative to better players. They'll try and play fixed when it's progressive and go for bonuses at all costs. That's something else that some new players do. So these are the things that I'm going to be thinking about in terms of whether or not people are going to go for bonuses, or what rank people are at. And there are 2 genuine types of way to win classic progressive games. There's a bonus taking meta where you do try and get pretty big by taking a bonus. So even if you are just in one spot, you're too big for people to do anything about it. That's one meta. And then the other meta is just to spread yourself out with, say, 3 armies across the board, staying out of trouble, not picking fights with people and breaking bonuses, not doing anything like that. That's the other meta, where you make yourself harder to kill by being in a few different spots, and you make it easier for you to get to others by being in a few different spots as well. You don't have to go through too many armies in order to get to where you want to be. So that's that meta. And that's how I'm ideally going to be assessing whether or not people are reasonable players or not, or experienced players, as I think is a better kind of word, experienced players. That's what I'm going to be assessing. And that's the first stage. The normal first stage of a progressive match is trying to work out if you're going to go for a bonus or not, or spread yourself out or not. You really need to know that from the first turn. I will say that. If you're going to go for a bonus, you normally want to put all your troops in that area and move towards that area. That's how you tell people that you want that bonus, and that's how you have more force to bear than anyone else. If you're going to go for the 3 separate armies approach, obviously you might want to add +1 over here, +1 over here, and +1 down here. So you really need to have one look at the board and be able to assess if you're going to go for a bonus or not. That's are really important. I think the first turn, the importance of the first turn is very often underrated. It can make or break your whole game, depending on what your game plan is. Okay, so again, what was that roll? That was a 4v1, which is a 100% roll. They were a bit unlucky and lost a troop. But you can see they're spending out all their exterior troops. I think their intention is to take Australia at some point. And that's their idea of victory. But one thing I did mention about the bonuses is if you're going to take them quickly. You need time to recoup the troops you've lost. These games only tend to go for 8, 9, 10 turns most of the time. And yeah, if you get your bonus on turn 6, 7, or 8, you're really not giving yourself enough time to take full advantage of it. So if you're going to take the bonus, take it early. Like, this could be a good game for me to take a bonus, ironically, is that Europe is now completely vacant. We'll see if Red keeps it that way, or if they decide to contest the 0-carder for Europe. Orange, that was almost spot-like. No. And do they bring themselves in or leave themselves on the choke point? They leave themselves on the choke point? No. They change their mind. So orange might not be bad here, guys. I'm going to put them down as intermediate. Yeah, leaving yourself on a choke point is a bit of a trap because people have got to go through there to get somewhere. And sure, you can move it later, but that costs you a fortification that you might otherwise have wanted to use elsewhere. All right, does the 15 get moved in? Does he say he wants Europe after all? No. So, yeah, and Red isn't really doing either of the metas, is he? Because he's not going for a bonus and he's not adding to all these other territories. I mean, I wouldn't be adding to this because purple's stacking there. But he's kind of spending this out rather than trying to make it a separate army. And by the end of it, if black goes for this bonus like I think they're lining up for, then they're only going to be in one spot, which makes them really easy to kill. Okay. So red, I'm going to put down as a beginner. No clear game plan alongside the two metas that I've said. Purple, yeah, purple, as I said, we've already got down as beginner. Orange, is, as I said, he is in a few different placements. So orange could be good. Got them down as intermediate. What's white's game plan? White's added pretty much all to this territory. It looks like they're going for North America, a really slow North America hold. So again, that looks like they're playing fixed rather than progressive. So I'm going to put them down as, say, a beginner at this point. And who haven't we decided on? Obviously blue is a noob. They're not taking any cards. And black, well, I'm not sure again what their game plan is. They could be good. They might not be. Beginner, intermediate. So that's what I think's going on here, right, guys? Is my 2? Yep, I lose my 2, and they lose 3 on that roll. So you can see what I mean about if they're losing a 3 on that, they might lose another 3 on each of the 3s. You can see how long it's going to take them to, and how many troops it's going to cost them to get that +5 bonus. So not only do they have to recoup the troops they've lost, but they've got to actually earn interest on those troops to be in line with where they would be if they didn't go for a bonus and just spread themselves out. They're going to be well and truly short. All right, back to my game plan. How do I complete the 0-card challenge, or passive progressive challenge, or card skip challenge? There's a few names. Now, the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to eliminate someone, or the most likely way I'm going to achieve it is by eliminating someone when they're on 5 cards, and hopefully the sets are big enough at that point that I can go on to sweep the board. So I have to be a bit patient and wait. I've got to try and get this single stack up as big as possible, assuming red doesn't just smack it to try and take Europe. That's how I'm going to try and win the challenge. There is another way I can win the challenge, which is to say if I can eliminate 2 people and their cards sum to 5 or more, then I'd be forced to trade in turn and I can keep going. So that's another way that I could win this particular challenge. So I do need I need a few things to go my way. It's not entirely skill-based, this challenge. It's meant to be a bit of fun. Let's see how I go. Now, what should the other players be doing? Well, as I said, work out if they're going for a bonus or not. That's the first few moves. And as I said, if you don't take a bonus in the first few moves, it might not be worth it. Although, again, purple's... Like, you need... Like, he's missed out on 3 turns of the +2. But he's also not had to take out as many territories. So, it's not terrible. It's just not great progressive play. Because this will get taken out at some point, especially because it's on a choke point. And they're attacking unnecessarily there. They didn't need that. You want to save your cards for later because... Oh, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing either. But they've just taken out an exterior position of blacks for no reason. Red could go in here and take Australia now. It'll be very interesting to see if they do. If they do, I'll be putting them down at novice straight away. Going no Australia, no win when somebody's already claimed it is a clear recipe for disaster and being suicided upon. Yes, but the other players, work out if you're going for a bonus or not. Then your second stage is to also, like me, wait for the sets to get big enough in order to make the eliminations profitable. So it's usually when the sets are around the size of the stack of the people that you're trying to destroy. That's normally the phase where you want to start thinking about taking people for their cards. Because the cards very quickly get more important than the bonuses in progressive. And it looks like Orange is now going to go for a turn 4, is it? A turn 4 Africa. No, they're going to off that. Turn 5 Africa, or maybe turn 6. All right, now I could potentially eliminate 2 people here and get 2 sets of cards. I just don't have enough troops. No one's on 5 cards yet. Black will be on 5 cards. I can't get to them. Do we see the no Australia, no win play? Step 1 complete. Are they going to do it? They don't do it. Interesting. Alrighty. Now we go back to black. They're on 5 cards. Now purple also traded early. All right, so they're a beginner. I might even put beginner novice for purple. The slow take of Australia, the way that they misfortified their troops there, over-attacked, and they traded in early to do it. Again, by trading in early, you've just guaranteed yourself a 4 set instead of a bigger set. So that isn't how you play progressive. Trading your cards in early is something that you do in... Oh, black card skipped. No, that's not good for me, actually. All right. I don't know why black card skipped. But it might be end up being their undoing. But we'll see. Because someone is here 0 carding, the sets don't get as big as would otherwise be the case. So what's interesting is 0 carding there to try and make your sets bigger. It's going to be harder for someone to eliminate you profitably when you're on 5 cards next turn, because the sets are still only going to be around the 10-12 mark, and he'll have 24 troops. So I think he is potentially putting a target on his back, and I don't know what's happened here. Has purple botted? Has Flex Luthor 215? I dare say their birthday is the 15th of February. Could be the 21st of May, but given that they're from America, I think their birthday would be the 15th of Feb. No, they just took Eddie. They are a bot. Okay, so and then they botted. All right, so that I'm changing purple to novice. I'm not quite sure. Were they so upset and embarrassed about their fortification that they have botted the game? That would be a very novice thing to do, because they're still in it. They're still in this game. Anything can happen. If someone can win by not getting a card, then someone can certainly win with an Australian bonus. All right. White still, I mean, they're in 3 spots, but these 2 spots are very closely connected. This one might die soon. And white didn't card skip behind black, which is interesting. Either play would have been okay. Why didn't I like the card skip? Because what it means is if everybody card skips behind them, everyone's got 3 more troops. Now, I guess I've got 3 more troops as well, but I think it makes them just that little bit more difficult to eliminate when they get bigger. I need early fireworks, at around the time of the second set of trades. That's what I need. If it goes to like the third set of trades, people are too big for me to do anything about more often than not. Although, again, please go and check out some of my other videos where I've been deep into turn 12 and gone on to win the game. So please go and check out some of my other zero card challenge videos. All right, where does red go now? If purple's a bot, can red go for Australia and not fear the repercussions? I think they might. I don't mind this as a read from red. No. Okay. Adam is beginner. I might put beginner novice again. They're going to be on 5 cards. Burying their stack like that just effectively means that they didn't take the bonus +2 by doing this. If you're going to do this, you've got to take the bonus, right? And then just bring your stack out here. Because purple's only got 1 card. They can't hit you. Alright, well, we all know what I'm going to do. Can I eliminate black? Because they are on 5 cards. I've got 27 to 21. Normally you want to have 5 more troops than what you're attacking, but the sets are still only at 6. Even if I'm not even going to look at pathing. Even if I was successful, I'm not getting enough troops to then go on and make the next elimination. You can see I'm going to have to wait for the next set of trades. But we have a bot here. A bot could spice things up a bit. So we've got a bot in purple, a noob in red. Black card skipped, which is a slightly advanced concept. Got them down as beginner intermediate. And then orange is doing a really slow take on Africa, which makes me, again, I had them as intermediate. I'm going to downgrade that because this is not an intermediate play. Even in fixed, I don't think this is an intermediate play. A really good play would have been to take it earlier. And then, as I said, you've got a few more turns of trying to accrue some +3s. We're up to round 6 before the cards get so big that it's worth eliminating people. We also had a card skip from purple in the end, didn't we? So, yeah, we've had a card skip from purple and the move they botted out. So again, that's going to be something which slows the trades down, which is not great for me. I want the trades to get big quickly so that I can, for example, attack people when they've only got 21 troops and hopefully win the game that way. Okay, so white's spent their whole turn in draft, which means their troops are going to get split everywhere. Which really hurts their game. So I think white's going to bot out as well. I had white down as a novice beginner. I usually downgrade people if they bot out. Now, that might have been an internet connection and I'm being unfair, but I had them at novice beginner. I'm going to circle novice. All right, and now orange is going to try and take a bonus when they've got a bot next to them, which is a bit dangerous. Ah, no, they're not taking the bonus. Maybe I've been a bit hasty to downgrade orange. They showed a little bit of patience there. They weren't just bonus hungry. They've split themselves across the board. That's not a horrible play. I mean, there's not a lot between these two. That's the only thing I'd say. You've got to get through 6 purple in order to eliminate orange. All right, red's traded. What are they going to do with their trade? Just take Australia? Look, again, this isn't a horrible play. Like, they're going to have one big death stack, basically. Let's see. They do need to take Australia this turn. It might cost them some troops, but you've got to be earning that +2, and they don't have to pay too much. Like, you want to be earning that +2 for as long as possible in order to make up for it. Okay. Now it's black's turn. Now they got the 5 cards. They've card skipped all the way up to the 15 trade. Well done, black. Well done. If there was another person taking cards, the card skip would have taken them up to the 20 set instead of the 4 set. All right, and here they can try and eliminate people on 3 cards, but the people that are on 3 cards have got mid-40s troops. So I don't think black's got enough to eliminate them. And if they try and eliminate someone on 20-something troops or 30 troops, like purple, then they're going to be sitting on 5 cards and I can potentially eat them for their cards. Then hopefully the white bot, so I could, if black eliminates purple here, I could hopefully eliminate black, but they haven't attacked either. Okay, so black I had down as a beginner intermediate. They've just card skipped for a second time for no strategic reason. So that is a beginner novice move, right? So, but again, this isn't helping me get my challenge. No one's on 5 cards. So I'm going to need some people to go into people, and we're going to need to see some failed kills, but I haven't really got anyone here above novice beginner at this point. I haven't got anyone here above novice beginner. So I still think there's a good chance I can complete this challenge. What if they all bot out? If everybody bots out and I'm able to complete the challenge, does that count? They were all players at the start of the game. I think it would still count. I think the pressure of the 0 card challenge is what makes them bot out. And so therefore it's completely valid for me to take this as a victory if I'm able to sweep the board in this game. All right. Is white still a bot? Let's see if they're offline. You better believe it. So bots do like to add next to big stacks. Here goes orange. No. Okay, go on. You've got to take out orange. But orange is going to be exceptionally difficult for me to eliminate. They're going to just keep taking red out and somewhat entomb this black 21. All right, but they're going to be sitting on 3 cards with 31 troops. Again, if I had them in the straight line, it's possible that I'd be able to eliminate them. And maybe orange does it now. Maybe orange puts them in a straight line here. But of course, I still can't. I need them to be on 5 cards for me to think about doing this. And they take out the purple 2 instead. So that's making it easier for someone else to get the purple kill. I don't know if that's a great move. We'll see. All right, does red go for the purple kill? And he just chills there. All right, what if purple trades, guys? What if purple trades? Like if I was red, I think I would have potentially added my 5 here, made this an 8. 8 to eliminate 5, it's a bit risky. 8v6, that might have been a 6v3. No, actually it would have been, that would have been a 5v3. Yeah, maybe a bit risky. All right, what does black do now? They're back, they're not a bot. Oh, they're going for the white kill. They're going for the white kill. Are they going to slow roll? Oof. Oof, guys. Because if I get a trade, oh man, he's not gonna do this kill. He's not gonna get this kill. Oh, and loses everything. Gets 2 there. This is so close. 8, he's got it. Well done. Well done, black. So that wasn't bad. I think he always had the kill. Maybe there could have been some pathing or placements, but in the end he got there. So you can't really complain about that. So black I might put back up to a beginner. So they've got to try and eliminate someone with 3 cards. And they can't do that. They're not well enough positioned to get the purple kill, in my opinion. All right, which means no one's on 5 cards. I can't eliminate anybody, so I just have to chill. See if one of these guys on 4 cards ends up having 5, and we can go on to win the game. But these guys are slow, so there's every chance of a failed kill here, guys. I don't want... the problem is that black's good enough to take advantage of it. I mean, I've got a bigger stack. Purple's going to be on 4 cards here, guys. eliminate purple. Like, I'd have to go down here, split some off, split 10 off, and then with this 20, take out 17 plus this one. Oof. Oh, okay. Looks like orange is going for the purple elimination. They're going to double trade, guys, if they get this. They will double trade if they get this. And unfortunately, even if they fail, if orange fails, which it looks like they're... Oh, no, they should be okay still. No, don't. Oh, that's okay. Yep, I thought they were going to sweep. Oh, they should have gone this way first, maybe. They're going to double trade and get 55 troops, guys. This is going to be great for them. This is good for orange. 8 cards is a double trade because if they've got 8, one set's 3. They've still got 5 cards left over. So they need to trade in again. So that an enforced double trade. So we're going to see them get 55 troops in total. And they could pretty much eliminate anybody here. And they're going to go for black. I don't hate that move. They're going to run out of time. They're going to run out of time. This is what I mean about them being too slow. Oh, and they fortify. They take a bonus. Wow. Okay, so orange I had at beginner. I'm going to leave them there, but certainly there's some novice question marks. They didn't even break orange's black's bonus. All right, let's see what red does. Can I eliminate red? Can I eliminate red if they're on 5 cards? I don't have enough troops. Looks like they're going for the black kill. Let's see if they can trade in turn. Now, they're going to fail it, guys. The reds now made it so that it's possible for me to eliminate them. And black. If only black was on 5 cards or something. Problem for me. The problem for me. Man. I want black to have a trade here. Oh, they did have enough troops, but as I said, they ran out of time. Come on, black, have a trade, please. You want to see this 3 up the top here disappear? You want to see this? Yes, they've got a set. All right, this is good for me, guys. Because they should be going for red here. The sets are now massive. 35. Now, I probably needed to... They're going to fail this, right? Oh, they got some speed, but they haven't got the troops. Oh, no, they do have the troops. They're going to need to do some splits, though. But they're going to run out of time. Here we go, guys. I've got my chance. Orange has got too many cards. Orange has got too many cards. Ah, oh, he's left the 1 down there. He failed. But I have to try it, right? So what would I have then? Oh, man. All right. Looks like I'm going to have to just try and win the game, I think, guys. How am I going to do that, though? I just have to do it the quick way, I guess. Okay. So I've got 40 troops. So I need this to be 22. And then I'm going to put the rest here. Now I'm going to need to move quickly. No slider now. and that's going to be the end of my turn. I left him too many bonuses. Oh, no. Oh, and I had to just hit that and attack. All right, do I have a set on 4? I do have a set on 4. All right, so we're going to win, but we haven't completed the challenge, guys. They don't have a trade. So I think that's GG's. I get 45 troops, and I've got 15 there. Ooh, maybe it's not. This could be another really tight endgame, guys. Let's see how we go. All right, so that's connected that to that, so I don't have to worry. Oh, he hasn't connected that to that. Okay. All right, so how do I do this exactly? I go here, 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 leave some troops here, and then follow him all the way around the board. Because again, I think he's just too slow here, guys. I think he's going to just be too slow. Does he break my Australia? Or does he take my 15 out? I don't want him to hit that. Oh, and he only loses the 9. Okay, well now I just add to the 4. Okay, fine. Okay, that's cool. Do I put 3 here to try and take Asia and put a bit of pressure on? I think I do. Put these here, and then we just got to take as many territories as possible because they're just too slow, unfortunately, to win this. Now, this is a really interesting point. Do I slow roll? No, I think I just hide somewhere. Because they're going to trade. So I need to be able to keep this open. Let's just put it there. We'll see what they do. All right, so they've now got it. They've probably got a set. They've got an 82% chance of a set, and they have it. But they're going to be too slow to take the whole board. Well played. Let's see what they do. So they're taking a bit of time on splits here rather than just going. And they're probably going to beat me here, guys. They're probably going to beat me. Even with this set, they're probably going to beat me. Because it's not this turn that they'll beat me on. Do they just chill there? Or is my internet connection gone? Because it'd be great if they left me. Oh, they've left me the whole board! So I get 20 troops. Where do I get a card from? I'm going to have to roll the 21v20. 71% chance? Oh, yes. Then I'm going to put that there. All right, have I got a set on 3? I don't have a set on 3. And you can see I'm actually ahead of them in troops, and I'm ahead of them in cards. So it's going to come down to who can get a lucky set here, guys. It's going to see, there's going to be a bit of card luck here for me to win this. They'll break Asia. They'll break. Maybe it might have been better to put my 19 there, but I didn't know what they were going to do exactly, so that's okay. They're making some pretty good inroads here, guys. But I'm going to get a lot of troops from territories. This is why, again, speed does matter. This is good, so now I can take a few more territories. I've definitely got to break this to try and, again, just get some ones down there. I've got to try and take as many territories as I can, guys. I get 11 troops. So we've got to break Africa. Let's give it a go. And then we're just going to have to hope they don't have a set on 3. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Again, I'm just trying to take as many territories as possible here. And I'm going to take the time with the slider. Oof. Now they haven't got any other bonuses. And this time I'm going to put my 19 here. I got a set on 4. I got a set on 4. Do they have a set on 3? They don't have a set on 3. Their sets are pretty big. The set's a 55. I think I've got this, guys. They're leaving me with the Australian bonus. They didn't wipe out my bonuses first. It looks like they might be heading that way now. This 20 is going to take care of this. And then I'm just going to have to add here. Now, again, there's a really easy trick which I'm going to show you here, guys. Which is on how to line up your armies if you don't know exactly what to do. First of all, I'm just going to place as many troops down as there are here. And as many troops down as there are here. And then add 5 more to each side for the attack. Unless he joins them. He doesn't. And then add 3 for any splits. So this is going to be quite instructive here, guys. Great Britain is the only one. Oh, that actually helps. All right. So first of all, it's 8. I know there's 9 territories there, which is 17, 25, 33. So I put 33 there to begin with, right? Then we know there's 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm okay there. And then I just put 1 there, so 16, 1 more there. And then I just put 5 more there. And you can see I've got plenty left over, so I'm just going to split these equally across the 2. And then I'll just have to hurry a little bit because there's some splits here as well. All right, let's go. Just a little bit too slow. All the explanations cost me. Oh no. If he's got a set on 4 here, guys, I could be in some trouble. He doesn't have the set on 4. Oh, that's unlucky. And he's a bot. No, he's left straight away. All right, well, I got pretty lucky there. I don't know what happened with the clicking at the end. But clearly I don't even need a set here. Anyway, if you like this content, we've got another win under the belt here, guys. Let's have a quick look at the rankings and then we can move on. I haven't completed the challenge yet still. Oh man. Anyway, so close and yet so far. Let's see how we went in terms of the ranking. As I said in the end, I had everyone down as novice and beginners. Let's see if I was right. Black was a master. Oh man, I downgraded them. And orange was an expert. So I think these were a little bit off. These were a bit off today, I'm not going to lie. So there were a few novice and beginners. But we also did have an expert and a master. But we managed to beat them all. Yeah, as I said, if you like this content, I'm getting closer and closer. I can feel it, but not quite there yet. Please drop a subscribe. Click on the Gamer Dude if you want to subscribe and see more of this stuff. Otherwise, you can click on another video up there. Catch you guys the next time. See you later, fellow noobs.